Hi you two, and welcome again to our second English New Learning video. Today we're going to be looking at the past progressive tense and then play a game, and then we're going to have a go at writing our very own diaries. So for the lesson, all you're going to need is a piece of paper and a pencil, and to play the game you're going to have a dice as well. So press pause now, go and get yourself ready, and then when you're ready press play, and we can get going with looking at the past progressive tense first of all. So let's remind ourselves what we mean by present and past first of all. So the present tense is happening now, whereas past means it's already happened, it's been and gone. The progressive tense just means that your verb, your action, is a continuous action. It's happening over again over a period of time. Now in the progressive tense, all our verbs must end with an ing suffix, and we also have to use the verb to be. So there's our recap. Let's have a go now at turning these present progressive sentences into past progressive sentences. So, I am walking. Right now, I am walking. In the past, I was walking. So once again, I've used my ing suffix on my verb, and I've used the verb to be to make it now past tense. He is playing, so right now he's playing. In the past, he was playing. It's already happened. My to be verb is now a was, and I've still got my ing suffix on my verb. Or we can say she was playing. And the last sentence, we are playing, so right now we are playing, but yesterday we were playing. There's my to be becomes a were, and I've still got my ing suffix on my verb. They were playing. So now it's time to have a bit of practice with this, and I have made up a really simple game for us to play to get some practice in. So all you need is a game board like this, which I have put on the files for you, and a dice like this. Now I thought I'd very quickly remind us of the 3 rules we've looked at this year when it comes to adding the suffix ing, because we need that to make our verbs progressive. So the first rule is when you see a verb, we just add our suffix ing. We do nothing, we just add ing. Our second rule, when a verb ends in an e, we have to drop the e and then add ing. And the third rule, if our verb has a short vowel in between before the last consonant, so for example the word skip, that I is a short vowel sound, it's an I, not an I. We have to double that last letter, double the last consonant before we add our ing to it. Okay, so what you need to do is you roll the dice for the first time. 2. Look down my list, number 2 is I, so my sentence will start with I. I'm going to roll again. Got a 5 this time, so my verb is going to be wave. And I roll again for the 3rd time. Number 4 is going to be in the present progressive tense. So if I'm making wave into present progressive, I'm doing it right now. I am waving. Now wave ends in an e. I drop the e and add ing. I am waving to my friend. Full stop. Okay, let's do another one, shall we? So roll again. 6. I'm going for a U. Ooh, tricky. Picking our verb, sleep. Present or past. 3. Past. Okay, so turning you and sleep into a past progressive sentence. So you were sleeping peacefully. You were sleeping peacefully. Let's do one more for you. Number 5, we're doing a they. We're going to be doing skip, And number 5, past. So they were skipping. Now skip again is that short vowel, so double my P, add my ing. They were skipping to school. They were skipping to school. So why don't you have a go at playing your game at home today? The best ways to practice writing in the past or past progressive tense is to keep your very own diary. Now a diary will tell us about what your day-to-day life is like, so what activities you might get up to, what the weather might be like, what food you might have eaten that day, what events are happening. Now we looked at a really famous diary writer back in the autumn term called Samuel Pepys, and his diary has been used in the years to come to help us understand more about what life was like in 1666 during the Great Fire of London. But at the time, his diary was just writing about his day-to-day life. So, before writing your diary, I thought that I'd go through a few things I think are really important to include, so as success criteria for a diary. So the first thing I thought of was different punctuation, capital letters, full stops, question marks, exclamation marks, commas, apostrophes used in the right places. Conjunctions and but, so if because, to extend our sentences. Time conjunctions to show the passing of time, so first I woke up, then I had breakfast, after that. Obviously past tense and past progressive tense is really important, it's happened already. Lots of detail, so adjectives, adverbs as well to show how you're doing things, so those ly words. Writing in the first person, so I did this. Different sentence types, questions, exclamations, statements. Your feelings are really important in diaries, to talk about how you're feeling at the time. Were you feeling excited, sad, nervous? And writing in what we call the chronological order. That means in time order, so from the start of the day to the end of the day. You wouldn't write about your dinner before you write about your breakfast. Here's an example of what your diary could look like. So we're going to start with the date at the top. 6th of May, and I always start my diary with Dear Diary and a comma. Now I start with an introduction, so I can talk about what my day was like. Was it a good day? Was it a bad day? Sort of sums it up a little bit. So I'm going to start with an exclamatory sentence. What an exciting day it has been. Let me tell you all about it. And now I can start a new paragraph with the beginning of my day. So I can either leave a line or do what we call an indent and start here. I think I'm going to leave a line here and start with the beginning of my day, which is me waking up. So I woke up, past tense there. Here comes some detail. Really early, conjunction, because the birds were singing, there's my past progressive, loudly outside my window. I'm going to change it up with a different sentence type now. I've got a rhetorical question. Have you ever heard such a racket, such a noise? I grumpily rolled out of bed. I was grumpy because I've been woken up really early. And stomped downstairs. So already, can you see the amount of detail I've put in? And I haven't even had breakfast yet. And see, I've got some adverbs. I've got my past tense. I've got some conjunctions already and different sentence types. I've got some feelings. I'm feeling quite grumpy. So now it's your turn. Why don't you have a go at writing your very own diary for today? Or maybe you can keep a diary over the rest of the week and write down some of your day-to-day activities. Good luck and have fun and enjoy your writing.